In just 4 days, China has escalated its military provocations to an alarming new level. 146 aircraft and 53 vessels challenging Taiwan's sovereignty. And the latest developments show no signs of de-escalation. As of this morning, Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense reported 12 PLA aircraft, 14 planned vessels, and 9 official ships operating around the island. 6 of those aircraft crossed the median line, entering Taiwan's northern and southwestern air defense identification zones, ADIZ, further heightening tensions. Taiwan has been closely monitoring the situation, responding accordingly to ensure national security. But these actions represent more than just military posturing. Taiwan's defense ministry has sounded the alarm. China's provocations are no longer confined to intimidation. They now pose a direct threat to the stability of the first island chain, undermining the very foundation of regional security. And the tensions are not just in the air. Taiwan's Coast Guard has been forced to act. Earlier today, they released footage showing how Chinese Coast Guard ships were confronted and chased off Taiwan's waters. This is part of a larger Chinese strategy, as Beijing simulates a blockade by placing ships in key positions between Taiwan, Okinawa, and the Philippines. China's Ministry of Defense, however, has remained silent. Instead of directly addressing the actions, Beijing's spokesperson echoed an ancient saying from The Art of War. Military tactics adapt to changing conditions, just as flowing water does. The silence from Beijing only adds to the sense of escalating tension.
It is the Chinese People's Liberation Army, PLA, lofty mission to protect national sovereignty and territorial integrity, safeguard the fundamental interests of the Chinese nation, and defend the shared interests of compatriots on both sides of the straits. As water has no constant form, there are in warfare no constant conditions. The PLA will decide whether and when to conduct military exercises in accordance with its needs and the situation on the ground. Whether there is a military exercise or not, the PLA will never be absent in fighting Taiwan independence and promoting national reunification. Any attempt to split the nation through soliciting external support or resorting to force will be punished and will never succeed.
Meanwhile, Taiwan's forces are on high alert. The island's military readiness is at an all-time high, with joint drills simulating real combat situations. Night drills, in particular, have been intensified, ensuring that Taiwan's military is prepared for a surprise attack at any hour. In a direct response to Beijing's escalating tactics, General Mei Jiashu, Chief of Staff, went to the contingency center of the Ministry of National Defense and directed the entire military to continue to use joint intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance methods to closely monitor, understand the movements of the PLA, and protect homeland security. The United States has shown unwavering support, with the Senate Foreign Relations Committee condemning China's provocations. The US has reaffirmed its commitment to Taiwan's security, calling for immediate de-escalation and warning that continued aggression could trigger unpredictable consequences. China, however, remains resolute. Taiwan's sovereignty is a red line for Beijing, and they continue to view any diplomatic engagement by Taiwan as a challenge to their control. Taiwan, in turn, has vowed never to submit, stressing its commitment to democracy and independence. The situation continues to spiral. Taiwan's military is preparing for what lies ahead, but the world must remain vigilant. As the pressure mounts, Taiwan's resolve remains unshaken, but the struggle for its sovereignty is far from over.